Archangels, Galactic Federation, Council of Light, Elementals, Fae, Mary Magdalene, beings assigned to our team for our highest, holiest, heavenliest, most divine, godly good, celestial guardians, divine protectors, divine messengers, and all benevolent beings of light. What do we need to know about this? The timeline that you're in doesn't allow this. This isn't allowed. But what is catching up to you. Fortune. What is catching up to you. Fortune follows favor. This is a very favorable timeline. Favorable conditions, prosperous conditions. What is up, Galactic Golden Nuggies? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? What's the vibe? A fight over your fertility? A fight over what comes with the favorable, fertile timeline that you are in. But what is not following you is anxiety, stress, sleepless nights, burdens, carnage, chaos, destruction, death, disease. All of that is being redirected to its origin, where it will align to, where it can align to, where it can adhere, and it's not your timeline. But what is up, Galactic Golden Nuggies? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? What's the vibe? And then I see that you have a specific masculine energy that is popping back up in your reality. So some of you may have individuals attempting to trail you, attempting to get your attention or make themselves noticeable to you at this time. We'll read in on it and see if these individuals are meant to be a part of your reality, if they are catching up to your ascension, or if these are individuals attempting to pry back in your energy because of what's going on in theirs. The type of chaos and confusion and destruction that they are facing. But like I said, favor follows fortune, and within the favorable, fertile, fortunate timeline you are in, this is what you can anticipate and expect. But welcome in, blessings to each and every one of you, galactic golden chosen children of the Most High. You saw your ex 4 times today? Haven't seen him in years? Confirmation right there. You got individuals from your past that are attracted to the energy and the timeline that you were in, what you were emanating and what you are now open and receptive to receiving. So don't be surprised with individuals that now want to make themselves known. Some of you have high level connections coming into play where these individuals are being attracted to you at this time. They're being drawn to you. They're being called to you. Others of you, you may be experiencing individuals from your past attempting to regain their footing in your reality because of the losses they are taking, or both. But this cannot follow you. It's not allowed in your reality. It's not allowed in your timeline. You're being guided to keep certain doors closed, no matter how many times these individuals bang on them. No matter how many times these individuals attempt to get your attention. Exactly. We are in very magnetic, very alluring energy at this time. And everybody can feel it. I just heard next wave. Next wave. They're also showing me the fact that there are individuals experiencing karma right now that I prophesize this. I do believe yesterday we talked about certain celebrities pushing an agenda, a certain agenda, receiving karma, falling from grace. And right after I had done that live, Chris Brown got arrested. And I believe yesterday we were talking about DDG and the allegations against him for negatively affecting, having an altercation with Halle, however you're saying her name. I don't keep up with these celebrities. And then this Grand Rising, I saw Chris Brown got arrested while he was on tour. So already we are seeing the effects or the repercussions of individuals' consequences, of what individuals have aligned themselves to experiencing. So you're seeing light workers finally receive. You're seeing light workers and chosen children finally, that's what they meant by the next wave. You're seeing which wavelength, which timeline individuals are on, what type of work they were putting in. So you're seeing light workers and chosen children of the Most High receive justice, receive vindication, receive recognition, receive abundance, windfalls of abundance, receive unconditionally loving partnerships, while you're seeing those that had chosen instant gratification and were willing to fragment themselves for it, are receiving the backlash of the divine they went up against. And the choices they made that they knew were immoral, or their consequences catching up to them. Because I know that Chris Brown just got arrested for something he had done in 2023. Something that he felt like he had gotten away with. Something that he had felt like he had escaped from, only for it to come right back on him when he least expected it. So something's about to happen for you when you least expect it, and things are happening for these lower vibrational beings when they least expect it. Karma is hitting everybody. Karma is arriving at everybody's doorstep. Judgment and justice is arriving at everybody's doorstep. So exactly, the scales are being balanced. Queen of Wands, and some of you had a karmic feminine energy, desperately attempting to do love spells on an individual they wanted to keep their claws in. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, does not have to be. But it looks like we got a Queen of Wands out here. You're very attractive at this time. You're very alluring. It doesn't matter if you are a masculine or a feminine. But individuals that did not believe in karma, did not believe in the Most High, are now realizing how real it is. Individuals that felt like there were going to be no consequences to their actions, this Queen of Wands is one of them. They really felt that, yep, Princess of Cups. They traveled for a fulfillment that wasn't theirs, and it looks like this individual's been watching you and a masculine energy, or you could be a masculine in here, to see if they're getting an emotional response out of not only the individual they want to hold on to, but out of you. To see if you've let something go, or if you've put yourself in a position to be seen as a liability. This is somebody that was praying that the work they were doing was having a negative effect on you, or the way that somebody saw you, or the way that they needed you to appear for somebody to walk away from you. So some of you do have a union coming into play. This is what is catching up to you. Somebody is disappointed and in regret over this sacrifice because they sacrificed this union. The union they were trying to sacrifice between you and another individual, because you see the sun and moon in alignment on the sacrifice card, was the sacrifice they're now experiencing with whoever they were connected to. They've lost this relationship and the respect of the individual that found out what they were doing. Judgment. Wow, this is a lot of energy all at once. I just heard we're showing it to you. We're showing it to you. They're showing judgment. It's as above, so below, but it's trickling down the line. So where you see these well-known individuals getting detained, this is also happening to those that are not in the limelight, but were attempting to keep something from you or negatively impact you in a way where you wouldn't receive something or you wouldn't be something. So where these, you hear the beeping in the background? Back it up. That spirit is backing these individuals up from what they were attempting to keep from you. So where you see it's all going down this, they're showing me like a pyramid, where it's hitting the top, but it's trickling down. Exactly, domino effect. So you're seeing it before your very eyes, before you hear about it in your experience. You're seeing it happen to those that never thought they would be touched, that are being broadcasted, like publicly humiliated. And then you're going to be hearing about it pertaining your experience, if that is what you're in alignment to, and what the unfolding of your destiny entails. Entails. Ace of Pentacles. I can't make this shit up. Some of you are about to receive a windfall of abundance because of what has been wrapped up behind the scenes. But again, you're seeing it happen to these elites first. It's being shown to you first. It's almost like a prophetic feeling you're getting from what is being showed to you. The judgment that you were seeing happening with the individuals that are not in a high vibrational timeline, that are reaping their karma, that are under judgment. So you're being shown, we don't miss a door. You're being shown we don't miss a door. This is ancestors fighting for us. Angels fighting for us. Individuals fighting the unseen. Fighting for this pentacle. So individuals are fighting against the divine, not you. Because this fight is no longer meant to be, it's not allowed in your reality. It's no longer meant to be a part of your experience. There has been a closeout of a cycle where you are feeling this. You're feeling this freedom. You're feeling this liberation. Like the weight has been lifted off your shoulders. Like you can tell that individuals are sending you things. You can tell that individuals are still putting work on you, but it's not affecting you. It's like you're in this clear dome and you can feel or hear that individuals are throwing things at your clear dome, but it's not allowed in. While they're fighting with the unseen. I heard those amongst the stars. So we got well-known individuals here, celebrities fighting, attempting to fight their judgment and their karma, but you're also, it's like you're healing from this fight. You're being put in a mode of solitude for, it's like a sacred sanctuary of solitude to heal, like a divine vacation while things are being handled behind the scenes. This is also about fighting for your right to destiny, your right to walk in your destiny. And those that were fighting against your destiny are being handled right now. This isn't allowed in your timeline. But again, like they channeled me, what is catching up to you. Where you're at vibratorily, your reality must shift to match your vibration. So things are changing within your reality very quickly. Things are catching up to your energy very quickly. So you're in a very abundant energy, which means your abundance is about to change. You're in a very unconditionally loving energy. Your heart space is open. You've done the healing work necessary on your heart space. So you're attracting a high vibrational counterpart. You're attracting high vibrational connections, friendships, business opportunities. You're very stable. Your energy is very balanced, which means you are attracting in more stability, more that adds to your stability. Some of you are attracting in a new car and a new home. In the way that your energy, the way you energetically make movements is the way that you're about to be making moves in the physical, which requires some of you to have a car, a new car. Some of you, with the sanctuary you hold within, the divinity that you are emanating, the balanced angelic energy that you are attracting a new home, a sacred space, a sanctuary, where you can really do the healing work away from those that were attempting to monitor you or gang stalk you. So your reality is catching up to your energy. Things you can hold on to. It's also somebody missed an opportunity to hold on to a Two of Cups situation that they were putting in a lot of work to have, to appear to be a past life lover to this individual who had a future and a family elsewhere. So it looks like somebody wanted to solidify a bloodline with a high level counterpart. And they were attempting to mask themselves in divine energy or skew this individual's perception of them, so they would appear to be a past life soulmate, a soulmate, so that they could obtain this future that they've been getting divination on, this future that they're not a part of. So somebody was putting in a lot of work to do love spells on somebody to make somebody look at them as though they were a twin flame. Ooh, I meant to say soulmate. Y'all know I don't like labels. But some of you really, whoever this is, you meeting them, it's literally like meeting you. And somebody wanted to appear to be spiritually and intellectually connected to this person, aligned with this person, and an equal to this person, and they're not. Intellectually, this individual it's like they wanted to be seen as like an ancient soul, an old soul like you are. Like this individual knows you're an old soul. Somebody wanted to be seen as a very wise, intellectually advanced old soul. So it looks like this individual was not only mimicking you, but trying to mimic this person that they wanted to have them view them as a twin flame. Where in reality, this person is meant to be a part of your timeline. They're meant to be a part of your destiny. Yeah, so there is a copycat out here doing love spells back to back to back. I feel like you also have judgment. This competition is under judgment for, I can't make this shit up, doing these love spells, trying to get this cup of love. And some of you also have an ex that wants to communicate to you and offer to you, who is watching you, But they are sneaky and deceptive. They just want equal give and take because of what they're going through and the way that they may be facing losing their freedom. They see you living your best life. So whoever this is trying to, from your past, trying to mimic you, trying to appear to be a twin flame in the way that you may have viewed them before, in the same way that somebody that's meant to be connected to you has somebody that's attempting to mimic your energy as well as who they're around so they don't lose this connection. But in the same way you've seen the truth about this individual you were guided to disconnect from, the individual that's not allowed into your reality, they've been banned, they've been access denied, they've been rejected at the divine door. Somebody in connection to you that's meant to be in connection to you is also having the same issue with somebody that's attempting to oppress them. Again, could be a very immature, reckless, impulsive Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or somebody that's just hot-headed. Somebody that is not as intellectually and intuitively advanced as you are. I didn't expect this. They're in it for the provisions is what I heard. So where you're at upon this timeline, again, they're pointing out the way that we started this life, where you are seeing well-known individuals that really thought that the type of abusive actions they had taken towards others would go unseen, would be brushed under the rug. They'd be able to get out of these situations. They'd be able to bypass judgment and karma and avoid ever receiving consequences. You're seeing them face the consequences of their actions. And more are to come. This is a wave happening right now, where you are in the wave of an entirely new timeline, the timelines that we have pulled in that are of multi-dimensional, high vibrational energy. Multi-dimensional, high vibrational energy. And where you're at vibratorily within these timelines, your reality must match. You're in a very abundant, successful, unconditionally loving, alluring magnetic energy. Which means you got a lot of individuals attracted to you at this time. You're attracting a lot of attention. You're attracting a lot of abundance. You're attracting a lot of opportunities. You're attracting the new energy that you are in and what aligns with that new energy you are in. And you got a lot of individuals hot-headed and desperate to get back in your energy or to throw things or direct things and project things into your experience in order to slow you down because of how accelerated your experience is, like how quickly things are about to happen for you. I just heard things they never thought would come true with what they had done to you. Ooh! Oh, we getting the tea right now. Things they never thought would come true with what they had done to you. We got balance. The scales will be balanced with 2 of staves here. That's movement forward. Movement into the future. Broadening horizons, expansion. And Spirit says the truth. In fact, the Sword of Truth just came out. And somebody is, the fact I just slightly bended this card, somebody's bending under the weight of the truth. Somebody can't handle, you can't handle the truth. Somebody can't handle the truth. The fact that everything that they had done propelled you into this stardom. I can't even get the sentence out before Spirit beats me. Everything they had done put you in a position to step into this energy of your true self, your true authentic self, being seen as your true authentic self, being responded to as your true authentic self. And it's like you would have only been this version with everything that others had thrown at you. Like you needed this. Your haters were your biggest motivators. These musky moon magic throwing muskrats, you needed everything they were directing towards you. And you needed to alchemize it to be at this level. It was all for your highest vibrational good. And that's what a lot of individuals are realizing now with magic here. Especially those that were doing magic over your love life. Somebody here needed to work on their shadows in order to not be in alignment with the work that was being done, so that it would no longer adhere. And this work that was being done, somebody else needed to see it. It's like they needed to not only work on their shadows, but understand why this was being done and why it was having an effect on them. Somebody here that was doing love magic, doing magic over a union, knows that with the way that they got caught up in this truth, the way that they've been exposed for what they were doing was the nail in the coffin. But it was their pure desperation and obsession to have this individual and destroy you in the process that led them to being exposed. And with the scales being balanced here, with this individual being revealed as what it is they are, this Jezebelian incubus succubus being, this envious, gluttonous, mischievous, diabolical, nefarious, vain energy. There's somebody seeing here clearly, and they now know why they even attracted this individual in the first place. And I'm hearing that this, for some of these individuals, this relationship was orchestrated. There was intentions behind the approach of this individual that got caught doing love spells on somebody. In the same way that you now recognize there were intentions of the approach of this ex and how you connected and why you went through what you went through with this false flame. In it for what could be provided. Wisdom. You know it's the end of something, and you know that somebody is watching you. You know you've got all eyes on you, but they're watching you speak something. They're watching you speak the truth over what you know has been done. It's like you knew that there were going to be consequences to these individuals' actions. You said there's going to be karma for this. They laughed at you, continued to do it, only for what you had spoken to come true. You told certain individuals that this would all come to light. You said what you have done will be exposed. There will come a time where you are going through things that you know exactly why you're going through them. Something along those lines. You spoke something to individuals that mocked you and laughed at you. You prophesized certain events in individuals' lives or in the world where these people said that you were crazy. They tried to downplay you. They told other individuals that you were schizophrenic, that you were bipolar, that you were stuck in psychosis. They came up with every name in the book to call you. They diagnosed you. But they feared you. They feared that what you had said would come true because things that you have spoken before have. They knew and they know that you're extremely intuitive. They know that you have abilities that they had once had access to. Exactly, gaslighting. So they wanted you to doubt yourself. So many individuals are facing judgment right now where they're not laughing anymore. Individuals that may have attempted to diagnose you, or even some psychiatrists or therapists that these individuals went to in order to have some verdict go in their favor, are recanting their statements, are recanting their diagnosis, realizing, I heard speaking highly of you. They're realizing the extent that certain individuals would go to, could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, travel. A certain extent that individuals would go to in order to downplay the star that you are and destroy your reputation and opportunities, as well as keeping something from you that you were always meant to receive. The true incompetence is showing with the judgment these individuals are facing. And it doesn't matter how much money they have. Doesn't matter what their status is. Doesn't matter how they appear on social media. The truth is being revealed, and a lot of individuals are crumbling under the pressure of the truth. They're folding under the exposure of their lies. And the fact that you always stood 10 toes down of what you knew, what the Most High conveyed to you, and where you were guided to go. Some of you need to know that if you didn't listen to your intuition, you wouldn't be here. Some of you were told to get the fuck on from somewhere, whether it was a karmic familial unit or somebody you were living with. Some of you were told repeatedly by the divine, I need you to get out of here because this is going to be your grave if you don't. And you may have doubted it at the time, but you now realize you were saved. I feel like many of you have had these realizations that there were situations that you were guided out of, that the Most High saved your life. And they're bringing up, there is a Mexican influencer, y'all may have seen this beautiful soul on TikTok. She's gorgeous. Some of you, this could have been a friend that you were living with or that you were really close to and you were guided to disconnect from. But this Mexican influencer was sitting at her salon with a supposed friend. And she kept getting this feeling, like she was on live. And she kept telling the people on live, I feel like I need to go. Like, I feel like something bad's gonna happen. She was intuitively feeling, she was already getting those downloads. She needed to get out of there. She knew something bad was going to happen. But the friend that was smiling in her face was like, no, just wait a little bit longer. You know, we got somebody bringing you gifts. I'll order drinks. Like, we'll get some Starbucks. Just hang out for a little bit longer. And the individual that came to drop off the gifts ended up taking her life, this influencer's life, to where she had felt she needed to leave. She'd even said on the live, like, what if this person takes my life? Like, she was already being told by the angels around her and her intuition, she needed to leave. And she didn't listen. Some of you need to know with that feeling that you had in certain situations, that was God saying, get out of there. Disconnect from these individuals. Move from that place. I don't care if you have $20 in your pocket and if you're going to be homeless for 2 to 3 weeks. Get out of there, and trust me, and you did. And the reason we're communicating about this right now is because those individuals that had those intentions for your life but tried to put you in a position to appear to be crazy are now being revealed for the type of diabolical, nefarious, demonic energies they are. Their true intentions for you have been revealed to others that had believed their lies at one point. There is also somebody here that's been watching you for a minute, a counterpart energy or a high-level soul connection, like a high-level soul family, that didn't understand why you were going through all of these towers, why all of this was happening in your life, only to find out the intentions of the individuals that should have loved you, the intentions these individuals had for you. And this individual has now realized what you have gone through and how strong you truly are today. And they're now realizing that individuals around them had ill intentions for them. Individuals that they would not have believed would have stooped so low in order to gain access to what they have been able to manifest and the empire they've been able to build. Your intuition saved your life, but not only did your intuition and the divine guidance you've received saved your life, you sharing your wisdom and standing 10 toes down on the divine and the guidance that you had, the wisdom you had acquired and the guidance you had been given to give, the wisdom you had shared had saved somebody else's. You have saved more individuals than you know. Souls. And this is one of them. King of Swords energy that was being oppressed. Possibly even by family. Somebody here learned a hard truth. In the same way you did. And again, no matter the amount of persecution, no matter the amount of judgment that you faced from others, you still stood on what you knew. This is why you are in the timeline you're in, because you've earned it. Fortune, favor, fertility. You worked your ass off to get to this point where you could relax, where you could have this sacred divine vacation, where you could, it's like resting before you hit this star level is what I'm getting. Like you're stepping into a state of sacred healing before you reach this peak. And again, individuals that worked actively to keep you out of this stardom, to keep you out of this connection, are watching it unfold. Exactly, jackpot energy. And again, everything you went through and everything that you shared, no matter how individuals perceived you. We all know that Tesla was looked at crazy. Einstein was looked at as though he was crazy. The greats, so many of the greats were looked at and called crazy, but they made it. And not only did they make it, they helped others make it too. Those that had been perceived as crazy, called crazy, their dreams shit on, stomped on, spit on, shit on. These individuals that made it used their platforms, used their position to help and save others. And this is what you're going to be guided to do with what you've acquired in the timeline that you're in. And what you have already done with the fact that you, up against the storm, still persevered. You still reached your hand out to save others, no matter how many times you had gotten burned in the past from the individuals you tried to save, you tried to help, you tried to love. Everything that was required of you, you've done. No matter how hard, how excruciating it was. You're going to be leaving a legacy here. A beautiful legacy. Where individuals are going to remember you for not what others said about you in the past, but what you did for others in this world. All of the good is drowning out all of the lies. Or should I say it's resurfacing the lies that are being exposed. And again, you've saved a lot of people. Speaking on your truth, sharing your story. I can't tell you how many of you beautiful souls have let me know that I have assisted you with your understanding of what has been directed at you and in the alchemization of it. So many of us felt like we were crazy. So many of us felt unheard and misunderstood with the type of rituals that were being done on us until we found this family. It was fated by the Most High for us to find each other, for us to share our stories and help others that are going through it, that want to write it off, that want to, like that beautiful goddess did, that Mexican influencer that wanted to write off her intuition, wanted to write off what she was feeling just because there was somebody smiling in her face. There are individuals that are still experiencing this, that us sharing our stories is helping them listen to their intuition. We're saving a lot of individuals with sharing our knowledge. And this is exactly why, again, you're in the timeline that you are. Why you are receiving what you are. Why you are in a favorable, fertile, fortunate timeline. You are trusted. I just heard you are trusted with this divine trust. What has been gifted to you. Equal give and take. What is being gifted to you. And how you're going to be giving to others and how you have. Because I feel like this was a lot to go up against. For years. For years, nobody believed in you. For years, you were consistently being targeted. For years, individuals were attempting to sacrifice you. And you were speaking out about these situations. You were standing up for yourself and others being oppressed and being negatively impacted and affected and hurt, harmed, and injured by individuals that wanted to play on wanted to play on the world's belief in these type of occult practices. You helped others be heard. You helped others take initiative. You helped others understand. And with that understanding, it saved their life. In the same way it saved yours. Or should I say, the Most High saved yours. You are a soul saver. And right now you're being, it's like divine reparations for enduring this torment, for enduring this suffering, and not for yourself. Yes, for your soul's growth, but for others. Because of what you'd be able to share with what you went through and what you know. And how you are helping others follow that soul's calling. Follow the Most High and listen. No matter who's smiling in their face, when they get that feeling, when you get that message from the divine, to listen to it and follow it, because it could be your ass on the line. And you got somebody else out here, you've got many listening to their intuition now, but this is somebody that, again, was watching certain situations go down, was watching certain towers fall in your life and didn't understand you. That felt like perhaps you were the problem, this is why your life was going the way that it is. New beginning. And we got 10 of Swords. And they now know that individuals consistently attempted to betray you. You had everybody up against you and this new beginning. They now know that you are the truth. That you've been speaking the truth. And that you truly are a guiding, healing, angelic light on this planet. And that you're somebody that they desire to connect to, no matter what anybody else has to say about it. Because they know that you don't give a fuck about what somebody has to say about you, because you're here for a reason. You're here to save people, elevate people, inspire people. You're here to change the world. And you don't care who says what about what it is you've been guided by the Most High to do. And somebody admires that. Somebody admires the fact that no matter what's been thrown at you, you persevere. You overcome. You fight. And you never give up. And the thing here is, it's already paying off. Somebody has watched you go from nothing, almost like rock bottom Job season energy, to your life changing what appeared to be overnight. You got individuals astonished at the fact that you made it this far. that you're doing what it is you're doing and it's paying off. Because individuals have tried what you have been doing. They have tried to move like you, talk like you, act like you. If you're a channeler, channel like you. And it's not paying off. You got individuals, like if you have a platform, you got individuals posting back to back to back, like just going ham sandwich on their platforms. You got individuals really trying to put on a show on their platforms. You got exes and their siblings, karmic family members, old friends from your old hometown, all trying to be seen, and you're just naturally seen. You worked your ass off to be at this level. You got individuals putting in work to get to where you're at, and it's still not paying off. That's how you got individuals gobsmacked and astonished. The fact that your work has paid off. People are seeing the type of reception that you are receiving from what it is you're doing, because this is your purpose. No matter what it is, whether you're an artist, you're a psychologist, you're a content creator, you're a channeler, other individuals have tried to copy you, and they're not having the same impact or effect. Because you don't have to try at what you were born to do, where these individuals have to. And again, they're watching what they had previously called crazy, what they had previously said wouldn't work, what they shit on pay off. Gold all around you, gold in your experience. They're watching you continuously, reap a harvest from your work. And this is further what is inspiring individuals that felt like what they were put here to do would never have any type of benefits, would never get them anywhere. But they're watching you. They're watching what you have gone through. Some of these individuals had heard what others had said about you, and they are still seeing you rise. You have inspired individuals that no matter what they had heard about others, you still stood confidently in your own energy, knowing what you were put here to do, and you owned that shit. Beautiful. And again, you got individuals in a high level position, like individuals of a position, in a position of recognition, in a position of prosperity, that are admiring you because they've watched where you've come from. They've watched that you and your persistent resilience have made it to where you are today, along with divine guidance. Like, you never gave up. Where things got hard, you pushed harder. And again, it paid off. Where individuals that kept trying to mimic you, kept trying to gain some type of recognition off of what they felt like would put them in the limelight, gave up. But you don't give up. You push through and you thrive. And again, you got a lot of individuals watching you have this harvest, watching you move forward and have this be the revolutionary light leader of this divine movement. And moving right into fortune again. Favor follows fortune. Never underestimate the Most High. Never underestimate your divine team. Never underestimate yourself and your destiny. It is all paying off because it was meant to. You paid your dues. And some of you paid others too. And I don't mean paid others' dues in the physical. I'm saying those that were stuck in the in-between, those souls that were entrapped and were unable to move up, to ascend, you've assisted with freeing them. You got ancestors here going, thank you for taking all of this on. Because it made your life a living hell. What they did not survive, or what they didn't get around to doing, was placed on your shoulders, and you carried it like Atlas. And you conquered like a champ. Your blessings are being, the judgment of your ancestors you carried and cleared. You carried and cleared. And this is also judgment on all of those that came up against how many souls you were put here to save. Not just those that could not ascend, but those that were meant to experience your energy. Were meant to heed the wisdom from the divine that you were given to relay. To be of assistance, to be of service. To change the world and be the change you wish to see in the world. Woo! This is a deep channel. We going in. But this is about what is due to you and what blessings have been amplified. This is not just about the timeline you've moved into, but what has been added to your timeline because of what you have accomplished. Who you have become. Again, we talked about yesterday on the TikTok live, they channeled me transfiguration. Individuals are seeing the goddess, the God that you are, the God that moves through you. You are not human. You may be in a meat suit, but you go far beyond the comprehension of those that thought they knew you. And even those that have been monitoring you that never thought that you would reach this level of your ascension. Never thought that you would be able to intake this much divinity and light. Never thought that something like you would ever exist, ever again. Some of you have like bloodline of Yeshua. Very sacred, very powerful bloodline that has been activated at this time. You are emanating Yeshua. You are emanating divinity. You are emanating God. And I'm not saying that we are God. I'm saying that individuals can look at us and go, God is really with that person. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just the way they feel. It's just the way they talk. It's just the way they move. You can tell that there's something bigger with them. There's something bigger looking out for them and looking over them. People can feel it just by looking at you. And you do have an offer coming out here. Offers are finally flowing in. Again, divine reparations. Entirely new timeline, entirely new environment, entirely new experience. It's just got to catch up to the energy you're in. And it is quickly. And it is quickly. I said there's an offer coming in. Ace of Pentacles. There it is. That wanted to flip out, but it went back in the deck. Somebody is heartbroken. Could be a Queen of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or a karmic familial unit that is under judgment while you are receiving this victory. They are stressed. You got a lot of individual stress because you never came back in the deals that they made. The decision to make the deals that they did only ended up in their own demise. Again, you got a lot of people eating their words right now. They're not allowed in your timeline. What they're projecting is not allowed in your timeline. It's immediately being reflected back into theirs. Your vibration, your frequency is too high for any of this to adhere. Wherever you go, this is why, Pete, you got individuals looking at you like Yeshua energy. Because everything directed towards you, your vibration, your frequency is too high for it to align to. Where you go, where you place your feet, your energy fills up that environment. So it doesn't matter if you're at the store and they're directing things at you. It doesn't matter if you're at the gas station and they're directing things at you. It doesn't matter if you're taking a walk on the street and they're directing things at you. Where you are, your energy fills up that space. It's like no matter where you are, it is protected, it is coveted, it is high vibrational. And anything that is not of that vibration gets uncomfortable. It's not allowed in your experience, or it's like you have individuals that may hold a lot of karmic energy that get uncomfortable. Some of you may have roommates, you may have you may live in an apartment complex where there are individuals around you, or you live in a neighborhood where your neighbors will not make eye contact with you. And when they do, you can sense how uncomfortable they get. Your energy makes individuals intimidated and uncomfortable when they harness that much darkness, because of the way that you enter and what enters with you. It's like your energy enters a room before you do. Or the divine, the Most High, they just said, the Most High goes before you. God always goes before you. Individuals can feel that you're coming because God arrives before you do. And you got a lot of individuals that immediately, get anxious, fidgety, shifty, don't want to make eye contact, or when they do, you can tell that they're uncomfortable because of what is around you, what covets you, what covers you, what is with you, and who you are. You fill up your space no matter where you go, no matter where this energy is directed. It cannot penetrate where you are. It cannot penetrate the divine bubbling around you. Because believe me, they've tried to direct things at your stability, your children, your fur babies, your cars. But again, all is coveted. I'm not saying don't pray over your travels, pray for a safe travel, but also know that you are protected. You are heavily protected. and that your energy is too high vibrational for any of this to take an effect on you. And that's what they now know. Strength, because they send some strong shit your way. But even stronger beings protect you. This has been exposed. Your strength, even stronger beings protect you. Like I said, people know that something else follows you, that something else looks out for you. Wish fulfillment here. Especially with strength, the sun, and the seven of staves. With what they've directed at you and the force that they are being handled by. What they cannot see, but what they know that they are fighting. What's been exposed is the fact that you are heavily protected by the unseen. By things that move within the light and the shadows. That you are never alone. You may appear to be alone, but you're not. For example, some of you, yeah, we got a group here. Some of you had like a group that intended on doing something to you in the physical, but it never happened. It's like they couldn't get to you. Some of you had individuals that anticipated causing you hurt, harm, and injury with weaponry that couldn't, because they felt this daunting force around you. Like I'm getting, and again, this is not to provoke paranoia. I don't want, if this message is for you, you know it's for you. Because you may have had individuals trailing you to where, for example, I had this big old white van following me for the longest time, and there was a time that it had stopped, and out popped two men that had started following me, and these men looked like traffickers. And I turned around and I was like, "Can I help you?" And they just stared at me for a minute, and they were like, no, it's okay. They went back, slammed the door of their van, and drove off. Where at the time I was like, I feel like they had certain intentions, but when I turned around and I addressed them, it's like they saw something. Because the way that they looked at me, and they were like, no, it's fine, and then got back in their van. Some of you, there were individuals that came towards you that had intentions for you, but when they felt that energy around you, when they made eye contact with you, something told them, don't do this. Exactly, it's like they had seen God. You had people back up, just like we heard the beeping outside. You had individuals back up, or I can't say you, the divine, the Most High had individuals back up because of what they felt around you. What they felt with you. Some of you even had private investigators that stopped looking into you because they started getting freaked out with what was happening. The way that they felt every time they went to observe you. There's something different about you, and there's a higher power that always looks over you. Because like I said, we were talking about that beautiful influencer at the beginning of this, where some of you individuals had intentions of negative things happening to you, but nobody was able to get close to you. This is why the Most High wants you to know, don't be afraid of going outside. Don't be afraid of going to the gas station or the store or the gym. Because where you go, I go. And anybody that dares to come up against you is coming up against me. And we've already seen the wrath of the Most High on individuals that even spoke on our name. Can you imagine what's happening to these individuals that had intentions for our life? Some of you, your karmic familial unit, or should I say some of us, a karmic familial unit attempted to come up against us in ways where we weren't meant to make it out. And now they're going through the absolute, they're going through God's wrath. Things I wouldn't wish on my worst enemies are happening to these individuals. Some of you, your exes had ill intentions for you. Ill intentions that you later found out in the way that they were talking about you and what they were doing to you. And now you're seeing these exes. Some of you have told me that your exes are in jail. Some of you have told me that your exes have wound up in the hospital, that your exes are sick, or they have an STD. Because of what they intended for you and what they attempted to do to you. God's wrath is nothing to laugh at, nor nothing to play about, and neither are you. I can't tell you the things that I've seen happen to people that have done things to me, that I let go. I said, vengeance is the Most High's. I'm going to let you handle it. And the things that have happened to them, I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. The way that they were, all I'm saying is I wouldn't want to get on my ancestors' bad side. Because I've seen what happens to individuals that have. And same goes for you. This is how divinely protected you are. And I apologize for getting this deep into it. But you need to know you're not being protected like this for no reason. You weren't put here and you didn't experience this for no reason. Your enemies are not getting hit in the way that they are for no reason. You've got a big mission. The divines got big plans for you, and these plans are unfolding as we speak. This has been prophesized, and what these individuals attempted to stop, believing that they did, they're watching unfold in this moment. And again, we got Three of Swords coming back out. Heartbroken over what is unfolding for you and what they're going through. Because they're in remorse and regret. Three of Swords, heartbroken. Utterly heartbroken. Five of Cups, remorse, regret, despair. Heartbroken and in remorse, regret, and despair. Because of what, and the way that it had just fallen. Because of the way that they have fallen. Contemplation and justice. They're thinking about the fact that you're getting justice. They're up at night and anxious and mentally entrapped and sick that for trying to win it all. I can't make this shit up. The divine is saying, yep, everybody's getting smacked. Everybody that wanted to win by any means necessary and come up against you, and in turn they came up against the Most High, are sick, having a lot of anxiety, mentally entrapped or going to jail, heartbroken, in remorse and regret. Y'all just saw all of these come out back to back. And thinking about the fact that you're getting justice. You're getting justice, your ships are coming in, and a higher power protects you. That what is happening to them, I'm hearing Tell Everyone by Tech 9. Tell everyone that we did it. They know why this is happening to them. Based on the decisions they made. And what you are reaping. Tell everyone. This bond is sacred. In that song, he says this bond is sacred. Tell everyone that we got it. Y'all may want to listen to Tech 9's Tell Everyone because they're channeling me that right now. You told everyone. You told everybody what was going to happen. And in that song, he goes, this means a lot to us, or this bond means a lot to us, and it's sacred. This bond you have with your ancestors, this bond you have with your angels, this bond you have with the Most High means a lot, and it's sacred. And I just got goosebumps too. This bond we have means a lot to us, and it's sacred. Tell everyone that we got it. It's like the divine is saying, no, tell them. Tell them we're the ones doing this, not you. Us. The ancestors, the angels, the Most High. Tell everyone that we got it. So this is about you being like, everything you receive, you know who you got it from. You know where it came from. Everything these individuals are receiving, they know who it's coming from too. They're not confused about why this is happening. And you shouldn't be confused either about why you're being blessed. This is about the divine saying you've earned this. Don't question it. Don't think that there are strings attached to this or that you have to overextend your energy in order to earn this. You have earned this. This is yours. This is yours. You have earned this. This is yours. Decisions been made. This is what you have been protected from, and the way that other individuals made decisions to come up against you is exactly why they're under judgment. We're receiving confirmation right here. Everybody's being judged for their decisions. The way that you protected others, the way that you went out of your way to help others, the way that it's like you let down your guard no matter how wounded you may have been in order to be a guiding light in this world is exactly why you're receiving these blessings, this favor, this fertility, this fortune. And these individuals, the decisions they made and the judgment upon them have led them to their own experiences. This is also letting me know you're protected from, you're protected from judgment. You're protected from, it's like judgment that isn't meant to be yours. Six of Cups and victory. You got a victory in love. This is like the divine saying that nobody can cast illusions over the Most High. Nobody can trick the Most High. So in all the ways that individuals may say that, well, you don't deserve this, yes, you do. God already made this decision. The divine already made this decision. Yes, you do. You don't deserve to sit in suffering. You don't deserve to continuously have to break your back to complete missions here. It's like you don't deserve to sit in a cycle or a timeline you've outgrown because of the work you have done. You don't deserve to be alone, especially with this past life lover out here in victory. You get a victory in love, in connection, because you've been alone for so long. This is a part of your fertility. Your favor, your fortune is favorable, prosperous, honorable connection. We got a King of Wands out here. Somebody that's really passionate about you. Somebody that takes charge, take the lead. And he's got the Ace of Staves in his hand, which lets me know this is somebody that you're meant to have a passionate new beginning with. And that's not a secret. And they don't have secrets. This is the divine saying you can trust this individual because they don't have secrets. You can trust who I'm bringing to you because it's like your discernment will not go off with this individual. You deserve the truth. You deserve an honorable, trustworthy, truthful person. So this is the divine saying this is exactly what you're getting. It's no secret who covers you. It's no secret why you have this favor over your life. It's no secret why you are being blessed like this. And it is no secret why you are this star. Why you have this, why you've been gifted this position. Why you are this leader. Because King of Wands out here is this leader energy. It's no secret why you're where you're at. It's like why you are being brought where you are being brought. Why you're receiving this justice. Why you're having windfalls of abundance. Why you get everything. You got individuals looking at you in the way that you're about to have a celebration and some of you a marriage. They're looking at you and they're going, why the fuck do they get everything? Because you earned it. And God has decided that you get everything in life. You really do. You get everything. You are not going to have to work this hard all of your life. You're not going to be alone all of your life. You're not going to be, it's like sitting back and letting them all of your life. And what I mean by sitting back and letting them is you let people slander you. You let people defame your character. You let people throw dirt on your name. You let people sacrifice you. Or they tried to. I won't say you let them sacrifice you, but you let them do these rituals. You let them smile in your face. You let them fuck with you. Because you knew God hit harder than you do. And in this new timeline, God's not letting shit slide. You get to step into an experience to where you are no longer letting them because it is handled before it ever happens. You turned the other cheek while individuals were slapping the shit out of you. And you said, you gonna get yours. You may hit hard, and I may hit hard. But my divine team, my ancestors and the Most High hit harder. It's gonna come back to you. No matter how many times you hit me, no matter how many times that you throw things at me, you're gonna get it worse. And I trust on that. I stand on that. And they are. You are in a timeline to where you are untouchable. Like I said, this is handled before it even happens. Yeah, and they definitely were laughing about it. It was amusing to them. This was supposed to take an effect. You were supposed to be sacrificed. You were supposed to lose your mind. You were supposed to lose your stability. You were supposed to forever be homeless. You were supposed to forever be broke. You were supposed to forever feel unlovable and be unloved. And the divine said, no, that's not what you deserve. You deserve better, and you're getting better. And not only are you receiving better, you're getting everything. Because you are everything. Thank you, Meowma. Meowma back there, I don't know if you could talk or hear her talking. Good job. Meowma back there talking. You talking? You talking? I was trying to... Anyways, so Meowma indicates a new beginning. It also, she's also, I call her my Luna Kitty. She signifies like intuition, mama energy, new beginnings. You may be seeing the word or term new beginnings a lot. So there's a new beginning coming into play. And the fact that I think she meowed 3 times, the Son, the Father, the Holy Spirit. So it was all ordained for you to reach this level and have this unfolding of favor, fortune, and fertility at this time. You earned this. And yeah, she was saying, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's so cute. And an emotionally available and emotionally intelligent counterpart or connection. This is the big one. That's what I just heard, is this is the big one. This is the big one. Big offers, big opportunities. And you sitting on business. Yep, big offers, big opportunities, big connections. With union, stability, connection. Queen of Swords out here, you hold the truth. This is the big one. We got 7 of Swords, sneaky and deceptive behavior, along with the King of Pentacles, who was stressed about the fact they were unable to affect you. So I feel like now we're slightly going into a completely different channel about the individuals within certain organizations, societies, and networks that may have been targeting you, and the stress that they are now under because of what's being exposed about them and what they are now facing. But we'll have to go into that a different time. I'm gonna leave this one right here because I feel like it's a beautiful place to leave this. You're receiving big opportunities, big offers. This is what your timeline is. Stability, opportunities, abundance, living your best life. Babies love you. Animals love you. You are unconditionally loved and you are deserving of unconditional love. You've done a lot. I heard you've done more than your fair share. And that, I don't know why the ancestors yelling today. I'm sorry if I'm coming off loud, but that is what I'm hearing. They're very loud. You've done more than enough. And that's why you get more than what you expected. They loud today. There's something going on in the ethers. I just heard there's a lot going on. And there's a lot coming for you. All right. I feel like ancestors are hyped up right now. Angels are hyped up right now. They're hyphy. I feel like there's excitement, but there's also anger. It's like they're excited for this to unfold in your life, but they're angry at those who really thought that they could stop this or are still attempting to do something to you. And I just heard they can't. That came through very loudly. They can't. We won't let them. I just heard you got soldiers all around you. Some of you may have passed on loved ones that are soldiers. I just heard they'd have to get through us first. And that's not happening. Okay, Angel Radio, go ham sandwich. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. But like, I'm hearing them very loud and clear. Some of you, your clairaudience has intensified and enhanced. So the things that you're hearing come through are messages. Some of you may hear things that come through and you're like, what? What the fuck does that mean? All of a sudden you hear like a phrase or you hear a snippet of your song or a snippet of a song in your mind. That's a channeled message. So I'm getting these channels back to back to back. I just heard we got it. Downloads on deck. Prepare for the new. It's coming right. Prepare for the new. It's coming right to you. Prophetic. Prolific and prophetic. I also just heard vindicated. Take your time. I also heard life's too short to be doing this. They keep playing with their lives. That's how important yours is. Ooh, that just gave me goosebumps. They keep playing with their life. That's how important yours is. Can't stop what was fated. Instant karma. I just heard you resurrected the regal ones. Ancient I heard ancient ancestors are awake. You got too much on your plate. Tradition. Ancient ancestors. Tradition is like old money, but this is definitely giving ancient. Because of the sacrifices that individuals were trying to do to you and your love life. To where now individuals are sick, being laid to rest. This is also the ancient ones that had been laid to rest a long time ago that love you. That are helping you understand what energy may be directed towards you and why certain individuals are reaping these type of consequences and repercussions when by any means necessary. Power. They're coming through with the force. I just heard take your time because time is all you got. Take your time because time is all you got. Seven of Swords out here, sneaky and deceptive behavior, strength. Somebody was lied to about what they paid for. It was supposed to be strong. You got more than enough time. They keep talking about time. Time is money, money, energy, currents of chi, currency, energy. You got more than enough energy. Time moves for you. Interesting. All right, y'all. I may pick up more on these divine channels. It's 3:13 on the timer, which adds up to 7. It is 3:13 p.m. right now, as they guided me to look at the time, which adds up to 7. Angels are all around you. So again, when you have things coming through out of random, like all of a sudden you randomly hear something, but it's like high vibrational, you can feel that it is a divine message. It's from your team. They're trying to send you, I was going to say snippets of what's going on, but I heard classified. They're sending you classified, or things that only you are supposed to know. Classified. They're letting you know what's going on, what's happening behind the scenes. 5 of Pentacles. Left out in the cold, sleepless nights, anxiety. Somebody is in regret for leaving you out of something that they should have given you. Is there anything else that you would like us to know? I just heard the wait is over. You don't have to wait anymore. The Wheel of Fortune is turned in your favor. King of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune is turned in your favor. We do have individuals that are stressed under judgment, as they should be. Could be very wealthy individuals. Anything else? Believe in yourself. Trust your gifts and guidance, and know that where you're being led is to green pastures and God's promise, where the water runs clear. Okay. They flashed me Psalms 23. The prophesized promise is being fulfilled. I heard faith, a steadfast faith. Your gifts are getting stronger. Trust what you hearing. And then they just channeled me, DMX. X gonna give it to you. It's what you hearing. It's what you hearing. X gonna give it to you. So you're about to be given. You're about to be given something. Your gifts are getting stronger. Trust the promise. The paradise you prayed for. The paradise you prayed for. It's happening. So these are different messages from different spirit team members. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Because I normally don't tune into angel radio like that. I call it angel radio. Because there's certain frequency you've got to align with for these messages to come through in this way. Normally, I will just go off the channel they get, especially if they're like, hey, your promise is playing out now. Then I will read on that and go, okay, so what about this promise is playing out? But this time I just let the channels come through in the way that they needed to, because each and every one of you is going to align and resonate with the different messages that just came through and the way that it may be a confirmation for you. But anyways, I love you guys. I appreciate you. I honor you. I will be over on TikTok in like 30 minutes. If I will not see you over on TikTok in like 30 minutes, then I will see you again tomorrow. So until then, remain peaceful, unconditionally loving, stand united, and remain understanding while also being respectful, unless disrespected. Then check with the Most High and check your motherfucking self before you check a motherfucker with grace. And like Shaw would say, XXX Tentacion, 888! If anybody tells you to lay the fuck down, run them the fuck over. But not with your car, vroom vroom, with your energy. Because we have nothing to prove. Our energy obviously does it for us. And last, but most definitely not least, drink your motherfucking water, remain grounded, stay peaceful and balanced, and remember who the fuck you are. And trust your gifts. Trust what your guides are telling you. Trust yourself. And trust the Most High. I love you guys. And until next time, bye!